Salve ad nidum Corvi, I'm Corvus Inveni, but you can call me Corvid. So this is the first video I'm going to be posting on this channel, so if you're here watching, just want to say a quick thank you. I appreciate your time and giving me a chance. This video is a brief overview of who I am and what you can expect from this channel. Hopefully this won't run on too long unless I deviate horribly from my script, which I might. First things first, as previously mentioned, my name is Corvid. I'm a transmasculine queer person and I use he, him pronouns. I'm an ARMY, a lover of music in general, and an amateur singer. I'm also friends with another YouTube reactor, Tribe Louie, and I help moderate his Discord server and Twitch streams. I imagine most of the people seeing this are coming from the Discord after I mentioned it in there. The story behind this channel is pretty simple. I am deranged and have a process for getting into a new artist. I refer to this as my unhinged discography deep dive TM. And yes, I do literally actually type it out like that, capital letters and trademark symbol and all, every time I mention it. I'll explain what that means in a minute, but the way that relates to this channel is that I explained this process to some friends in Louie's server, and they immediately replied, "That sounds like an amazing format for a reaction channel." And I agreed because, okay, yeah, I would watch that. But I didn't have an artist in mind to start with, so it kind of just sat in the back of my mind for months until we recently had a PowerPoint presentation party in the Tribe Discord server where everyone made their own slideshow presentations on a topic and gave them in the voice chat. One of the presenters gave an introduction to ATEEZ, and my interest was piqued. My dear friend Riker, who also makes Tribe Louie's BTS documents to help his journey, is an ATEEZ as well. And he agreed that if I wanted to do a deep dive on ATEEZ on this channel, he would help compile information and links for me. So here we are. ATEEZ is the first artist I'll be deep diving on, but I do not plan for them to be the last. I'll explain just a little bit about how this process is going to work, because like I mentioned, I have a system. I do want to be clear that my focus is always on the music. That's just what personally draws me in the most. So while I will be watching MVs and dance performances, live clips for each artist that I focus on, my main focus will be full album reactions. For each artist or group I cover on this channel, I will be making an intro video, basically just covering the essentials if I don't already know who they are, what kind of music they make, how they got started, you know, the basics. And watching just a few of their music videos to get a general overview kind of idea of the group or artist. For ATEEZ, I've had Riker select some for me, but for our other artists, I may just select some of their most popular ones. We'll kind of see how it goes because I have a long way to go before I get through ATEEZ's discography, let alone anybody else's. After the intro video though, I will go chronologically through the artist's albums, and each album will get 2 videos. The first video will just be for listening to and reviewing the album. The second will be covering music videos and live performances. Both of these will be available here on YouTube as well as for free on Patreon if I get struck down by the copyright gods and have to edit the ever-loving hell out of it, which I probably will. During the album video, I will listen to each album 3 times in full. This is the process that I described to people that they said would make for great reaction videos. The first listen will be fully filmed for my immediate reaction, and I will have lyrics up, but I'll mostly be focusing on the overall sound. I may point out specific lyrics if they jump out at me, but for the most part, I'm just going to be kind of getting the vibe of it. And I won't be watching any music videos in this video. in the first listen. The second and third listens I will do off camera while taking notes on each song. And I may do like little video interjections during that while I take those notes. During the second listen, I'm going to read all of the lyrics fully and focus on vocals, both lead and backing. And then the third listen, I focus on instrumentation and production. After I've finished listening all 3 times, I'll go over my notes on camera and give my final thoughts on the album. Yeah, so that's the first part of each album reaction. The second video will just be music videos and live performances for songs from that album. And I do fully expect this one to get copyright claimed to hell and back. So it will likely be edited down significantly for YouTube and then just posted in full on Patreon. I do not plan to put any of my reaction content behind a paywall because I don't think it's fair to ask people to pay for my opinion on content that they can watch or listen to for free. I don't know if I'll be doing reactions to non-music content like variety shows here, mostly because I really do want the focus of my channel to be on the music and performance. I'm also not limiting myself to K-pop as far as artists go, so if you have any suggestions for artists you would like to see a deep dive on, please leave them in the comments. I will be finishing my ATEEZ deep dive before moving on to any new artists, but I'd be really curious to hear what artists you think deserve the deep dive treatment in the future. At the time this will be uploaded, I will have already filmed my first ATEEZ reaction, and so you can expect to see that very, very soon. That's all I have for today, so I hope that this gave you a little bit of an overview of who I am and what we're doing here. Until next time, this has been Corvus Infinite. Vale mi amici.